Welcome to the Class of the Little Sass podcast. I'm your host, Carrie Millspaw, best-selling author and award-winning motivational speaker with over 20 years in the personal development industry. I believe that the more you know, the more you grow. With each podcast episode, I will educate and empower you, girlfriend to girlfriend style, on how to create a happy life, from motherhood guidance, career and business advice, to feeling confident in your relationships and everything in between. This is Real Talk Radio. Let's jump right into today's episode. Welcome back, my friends, to part 4 of navigating the dating scene with class and a little sass. This is going to be part 4, and today we are going to talk about the art of flirting, sassy techniques, playful banter, just kind of discussing that art of flirting and adding a touch of sass to your interactions. It is what it is. I love the word sass. Rhymes with ass. No. Let's just jump right into getting some key things out of the way, a little housekeeping, so to speak. I have to work on a lot of this because I don't even like texting. Texting's annoying to me. The back and forth small talk drives a woman of depth like myself that likes deep conversation, drives me bonkers. Okay. And I'll just being clear and upfront. I have not mastered this. I have to work on this. This is a conscious effort when I'm newly dating someone or connecting, or even if it's just a client or anything back and forth. I can be all business without any flirtation. Like, call me at 6, done. Are we good? We're good. Okay. I'm a girl that likes to make things happen. That's my driven nature. I don't want to spend hours texting back and forth with which could have been a 10-minute conversation to pick up the phone. Texting to me is a means to an end. Schedule time to see each other through texting. Tell me where you parked so I can find you through texting. Tell me when you're going to call me or when I'm free through texting. I even text my mom. Mom, you free in an hour to chat? Because it's going to be a long conversation. I prefer quality time. And what part of texting really feels like quality time? Am I being real? Yes. So you might be wired like me, but there's also that fun stage, and I don't think it should ever go away in your relationship, of the sexual banter, not sexual so much, but the flirtatious banter back and forth as you're getting to know someone. It's new, it's exciting, it's different. And that should never really go away in your relationship. Keep your man guessing. Always be mysterious. I don't really have to try the mystery part or act like I'm busy, because there's some blogs out there that'll say, girls, act like you're busy. Girl, I am busy. I'm not acting over here. I ain't got time for this. It's like, pretend. If you're bored in your life, you've got to get a passion project. There's so many wonderful things out there to fill your cup up. Listen to all my podcast episodes. Watch all my videos on YouTube. Read all my blogs. Read all my books. There's no reason a chick should ever say, I'm bored. Ever. You got to fill your cup, sisters. Fill it up high. So with that, I just had to get that out of get kind of just to clear the air on how I feel about texting as a person. It's something I have to work on. And also, most men don't like to text. They'll text you if they're interested, but I think I speak for most men. They're not a big fan. No one wants, oh, my phone's buzzing again. Let me stop what I was doing. Okay. Regroup, especially if it's during your work day. All right, now where was I? Back on your project or whatever it is you do for a living. Oh, there goes the phone again. Okay, what? Okay, now she's curious what we're wearing tonight. Okay, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Most men don't love that either. Okay, so let's just set that stage as we kind of play into these fun ways to connect, add some mystery in the beginning, especially girls. Don't tell everything. You don't even know if you like the guy yet. You might like him a little, but come on. How well do you know this man? Keep your cards close to your chest. Don't play all of them at once. A little mystery is always good. And don't be sleazy. There's that playfulness and flirtation and again, sass with class. Okay? Keep it classy, girls, because there's a huge difference between slutty and sensual. Huge. So let's keep it classy. Again, if you start to cross the line towards slutty, the mystery's gone, right? And that's what a guy loves. They like the game. Those that are listening can write me and tell me they don't, but I don't believe you. I don't believe it. They like a little game. I've dated for 15 years post-divorce. I know. I've seen it. And I can be a little burned out at times with this piece of the process, but it's great advice. It works. It's fun. And I just want to kind of remind women out there what men are really looking for. So, and again, we're all different. All women are different. All men are different. No, there's no two of us are alike. I don't want to put anybody in a box. There's no cookie cutter way of this. You got to kind of play into it and feel out the guy you're just getting to know. See what he likes, doesn't like. Now, the one guy you shouldn't talk to is the one that sends you the dreaded dick pic. Let's be real and let's just call it out right in the front. What the heck is that all about? No one wants to see your junk. No one's asked. Unless the girl did ask, unless you're dating for a long time and, oh, honey, please tell me, send me a picture of you at the beach with your chest or something like that. That's different. I think I speak for all women when you're in a relationship, you've been with that man for a long time. Maybe that's okay. And again, it's a strong maybe with a capital M. But fresh out of the gate, guys, keep it in your pants. Okay? It's a turnoff. It's gross. It's a turnoff. It's not what most chicks are looking for. There are those dirty girls out there. I know it. But it's going to be a big miss most of the time. If you're looking for a hit, you're going to get a miss most of the time. I think I can be confident in stating that fact. So back to flirting and all the fun things. I think what flirtatious type of vibe is being playful. Most times, and these are women that are my clients that have worked with me for years in the entrepreneurial world. They've got their own businesses. They've got a platform. We can be in our head a lot, can't we, girls? And we forget to just be playful. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to be somewhat, not childish, but childlike. There's a difference. And get into your feminine side. So before you text your man back, and don't text him as soon as he texts you. That is such a turnoff. Like, hello. I remember doing that like early on in post-divorce. A friend of mine's like, it's like you don't have anything else going on, Carrie. You're always like instant response. Don't you have a life? I was like, I do, but I probably feel like I have to be on top of everything all the time or I'll forget. So you don't have to text back right away unless it's, honey, I'm outside. Are you coming? Something like that. I'm in the car waiting for you. Are you almost ready? What's going on? We're going to miss our date or our reservation or something. That's a little different. But if it's just casual conversation back and forth, you don't need to respond right away. Let them sit. Let them sit. Let them sit on that last message. You can let it hang too. You don't never need to respond, girl. I personally have a hard time with that one because I've gotten a lot better. Like, doesn't need response. I'm on to something else. I've got lots happening in my life at all times. My mind's always going. And some people, like it goes back to being the communication queen, which is my business and so on that I do, is I never like to leave an email unanswered, that sort of thing. You always want to get back to the client, back into the professional world and stay on top of your game. So sometimes with texting, I can feel that way too. Like, oh, did I not respond? And I'll apologize and get back to that person. You can let a message hang. It's all good. Unless it's a direct question that needs an answer like, hey, I was thinking we should go out tomorrow. What time works better for you, 6 or 7? That's a message you should respond to. Don't let that one hang. He's probably trying to make a reservation. Be kind, and think of others as well in this silly game we call dating. So let's kind of sneak in a little bit more playfulness. If you're like me and you don't like texting because so much miscommunication can come from texting, they can't hear your tone, they cannot feel your emotion, they do not know where your head's at. You could be sarcastic in your response. And sometimes the emojis help, but let's be real, it still can be misplaced or misunderstood. I would rather pick up the phone and chat 5 minutes than have a big misunderstanding and blow up through texting. It's just so frustrating. So don't text something super long. If it's 1 to 2 and going on 2.5 paragraphs, you probably should pick up the phone. Am I right? Or, if email is something that you guys do back and forth, that's better than 5 paragraphs. That's just a lot. Even my friends, I'll be lazy. I don't want to take a call either because I might not have that time for that either. But trying to give them a quick update with 2 or 3 paragraphs, and I do this in our family chat sometimes. I might probably share a little too much, but it's so much quicker and faster than picking up the phone for all 4 siblings and mom. So, I can be guilty, but if it's something like that, watch what you're saying. So what can be a good sideline to, oh, it's too long to text, but I don't want to pick up the phone and call him either. I know he's at work. I want him to like get to this whenever. It's not that important, but I want to share it. I'm in the moment. I will do a quick video. And if your significant other has the same phone, that works much better. Or you can use WhatsApp if you don't have iPhone to iPhone, because iPhone to iPhone is king, ultimate. I hate dating guys that don't have iPhones, just putting it out there. I want to be able to send you a video, and my whole family, except for my one sister, out of everybody, does not have an iPhone. Only me and my oldest sister have an iPhone. What the heck's wrong with y'all, family? So I have to create a video within Instagram's platform and send it over or something so that it's not all wonky and pixelated. But I like to send a quick video. If the guy I'm seeing, asks me a question or wants to know how my day's going, I'd rather do a quick selfie video or show him what I'm doing, working on, or I'm here at this store. Look at all the things they have. I'm really loving these pillows. Just kind of take them into your day in a very simple, casual couple minutes, something lighthearted, and let yourself be you, be your feminine self. I like to say, this is how my day's going. I've gotten some really good news, and maybe I'll tell you about it later when we talk on the phone. You don't have to tell them 20 minutes because you know how it is when you pick up your phone and you see that a video is longer than 5 minutes or even 3 minutes. You're like, I'll get to that later. I don't have time for this right now. And it could be something so good and yummy, but we all think that way subconsciously. So put that into consideration when you are messaging your man. So just kind of be lighthearted, go, oh my God, something really awesome happened today. I'm having the best day ever. My coffee was great. I'm working on a project right now. I'll fill you in on it later, but I just wanted to say hi. That, my friends, is gold. Screw texting. That is better. Now we can see you in your element. Men are visual. It's better than even just a selfie, which I would say send selfies or pictures of where you are and a quick text, a quick message as well. Pull them into your world. That's what texting's for. If you only got a couple minutes, be real. It's so much more, it humanizes the texting process, which isn't all that great anyway, right? So, how can we kind of make this more of a connection, playfulness? And again, what men really like is they want to feel your feminine stuff. Talk about your feelings. Not in a negative way, not a rant or complaining, but talk about, I feel so good today. I feel like myself again. I got a good night's sleep, and the coffee I had tasted so yummy, and I'm feeling more alert today, and I'm so glad we get to talk later, or I'm really looking forward to seeing you, or I'm reliving last night that we had together and the evening was so fun. Thank you so much. Makes me feel, there's the feeling word, so feminine when we're out together, and, that kind of thing. Whatever that looks like for you. Again, get out of your head and share your heart. not your chest. Does that make sense? Share your heart. Men are more attracted to, and these are quality men. I cannot help if you've got some nasty, you hooked some sleazy dude. That is what it is. But we want quality men because we're quality women. We attract who we are. And if you want a high quality man, you're going to have to be a high quality lady, and you got to act like one too. Not just be one. You got to show it through your actions. And I want a classy man, so I'm going to share who I am as a person on the inside. The outside's obvious. They already saw you probably either in person already or a dating app. They've seen your photos. They know you're pretty. They know you're beautiful. They know you have this color hair, those color eyes. They know your hobbies, your sports, whatever was on your profile. They've got all that already. Now show them who you are for real on the inside. This is where I get to share how much my family means to me, how much my parents mean to me, how much I love my daughter, how much I love her boyfriend, how much I love spending time with them, how much I love my work, how passionate I am about the things I do. I get to share my day, the things that make me tick, the things that make me happy, the things I enjoy. I'm sitting with my feet up and on the couch, all curled up, watching the best Hallmark movie because I love a good rom-com and it makes me smile all the way through it. It makes me feel at ease. It takes my mind off the crazy world and all the stress of life, and I can escape for, an hour or two into a fun movie. They love that stuff, girls. They do. Oh my God, you'd be surprised. And don't be something you're not. I'm just sharing what I say. Be you. If yours is just went to the shooting range, shot off a couple rounds, girl, go for it, because I can relate to that too. Or I just did a great hike or a bike ride. Makes me feel alive when I get some exercise, or just had the best workout, or I just made the yummiest food. Everyone liked dinner tonight, me and the kids, or whatever, again, your world looks like. Share it with them. And if you can throw in a picture or a video, you're going to stamp it home every time. And you would never guess that this is actually flirting. Yes, this playful banter is in a really unique, fun way is being flirtatious. Because honestly, sisters, when I first post-divorce 15 years ago, I thought being attracted to my body meant love. Wanting to have sex with me equaled love. It doesn't. And I know you know this, and I hope you do. Some of you are still on that learning path that I was on 15 years ago. Being attracted to my body doesn't mean you're going to love me. Anyone can look on the outside and go, yeah, she's hot. I do her, all the stupid stuff, things they say, or thoughts that they have. But that's just temporary. That's just the cover. Anyone that takes the time to read the book itself instead of fall in love with the cover is someone I'm going to want to keep around for a while. This has got long-term potential. And that's what I'm looking for. So you want to pull in the guy, and you're going to pull in the right guy with the right bait every time. And if you didn't pull in the right guy, maybe your bait needs to be looked at. Because if it's I was in a bikini in every picture on my profile, and I had my boobs and ass sticking out, guess what you're going to get? Guys that want to see more boobs and ass. And that's it. They're not curious if you belong to a charity, or you're passionate about a foundation you want to start, or you're getting a nonprofit started, or you're active in your church. Yeah, those guys did not swipe right on your photos because they didn't see you as someone they would bring home to mom and introduce you to their family. They didn't see you as marriage material. If they swiped left, I'm sorry. Yes, I think I'm saying this right. Swipe right, swipe left, all the confusion. They most likely swiped left because they're looking for long term. Now you're going to get the short term guy that's going to look for a good time and then dump you. Or ghost you is more like what we do these days. Just not speak to you anymore. I'm done with you. That's not what you want. So watch your bait. Make sure you're attracting a man with, yes, your beautiful smile, your soft, pretty hair, your rosy cheeks. These are all sexual, believe it or not. This is a sensual, classy look. Guys are attracted to that. The right guys. You don't need to show that you have a big chest or small chest, whatever that looks like. They know you've got a pair down there. They know. They know what's beneath the shirt. No one needs to advertise that. It's obvious. They can tell. in your clothing that you have breasts. They don't, and I've never met a guy that didn't like them, but big, small, or otherwise, doesn't matter. They know they're there. They're going to want to see them eventually, yes, but they don't need to see them as they're getting to know you. Let them get to know the heart beneath the chest first. Do you have one? Are you kind? Because that's an attractive trait. Do you have a big heart? Do you care about others? Are you selfish? That's what's going to pull a guy into you, towards you, want to learn more about you. The sensual part is I can create a video that says, "Oh, I'm just waking up. I love how the sheets feel against my skin. I sleep nude, but I don't have to always tell my date that. I just love to tell them how I feel. So good to sleep in. The sunshine's coming up. Again, the softness of the sheets against my skin. Believe it or not, something like that is tantalizing to men. It can be in a classy way, not a slutty one. Or saying, "Oh, I'm in the dressing room right now. I'll text you later. I'm trying on some cute skirts. You're going to love them." Now he's thinking about the skirt you're trying on. Did you send him a picture? You don't even need to. Now he's thinking about you're in a dressing room getting undressed. Or I'm about to jump in the shower. I'll call you right after. I'll be thinking about you. That's it. It drives him nuts. It's something so simple as that. You let them think about you. Let their mind just kind of wander for a second. Let them create their own picture. It's probably better than reality anyway, because men are really good at fantasizing. They're so good. I always joke and say, man, if I could just live up to the fantasies men have about me, because I swear they just like go off on a tangent. It's like not even close to reality, but okay, I'm not going to interrupt your little dream over there. Another way to kind of pull your man closer to you is some techniques I want to give you is, and this is again the beginning stages of a relationship that I feel should be continued on and on and on throughout your entire relationship. I don't care if you've been married for 20 years. Flirt with your man. Tease him a little bit. Tell him, well, I can't wait for you to come home for dinner. I've got a surprise for you, and I'm not talking about food. Like just be silly. And I'm not referring to the burgers I'm throwing on the grill right now. Great. Now you're talking about food and maybe something else. The two things men love the most. Pretty simple. So as you're texting them, use their name. Have you ever gotten a text from a guy that's got your name? It just kind of like feels so personal. Like, I really like you, Carrie. And it's spelt right for once, because I have that one of those names that's just gets misspelled often anyway, because it's not spelled like your normal Carrie. And then autocorrect came along and decided I'm supposed to be Katie all the time. So it's bonus points if I see Carrie spelled correctly. But throw in their name too. Use their name. If it's Joe, Joe, I was thinking about you today, and I really like the ideas you've come up with for what to do this weekend. Let's talk about them later. Throw in their name. It feels more personal. They know for a fact you're talking to them. You're not just randomly going through your phone, because unfortunately, even men have insecurities that you're probably talking to 10 other dudes. And even if you're not, they think you are. I don't know why, but it goes both ways. Women think that too, because it's online dating world. Everybody's looking for the bigger, better deal. So make it personal. Tease them a little bit. Ask them some questions. Just kind of making it again more personal. Like, I'm going to make cookies tonight, and they're this kind, chocolate chip. What's your favorite cookie? I really love these. These are so good. Can't wait for you to sample them. Again, going back to the kind of mentioning things you like to do. I like to send videos of things I haven't done yet that might be on my bucket list, areas I would like to travel to, somewhere romantic. I like to pass things back and forth on Instagram. Hey, I saw this reel in the mountains somewhere. This looks really pretty. I would love to stay at an Airbnb like this, or look at how lovely this scene looks. And it could be like a candlelight dinner or picnic on the beach with candles everywhere and wine, something romantic. That's fun. It gets them in the moment. Again, men are visual. Give them lots of things to see. Less words, more pictures, more videos. I think I can hear the men going, yes, less words. I know we use way too many, don't we, women? Oh, that's why my podcasts are so long. And then just slowly reveal more and more about yourself over time. Again, talking about your feelings. You don't have to tell them all this in the first date or the first week. You have so many beautiful parts to yourself. Reveal a little at a time. It's like an onion. They're just peeling back a little more every time, a little more time, a little more time. And, you don't have to share all your passions at once. They're going to see it. They'll start to see it. And they'll see your patterns too. If you're a person that likes to go to the gym regularly, you don't even have to tell them you do. You'll say, oh, how was your day? Great. Just got back from the gym. Oh, okay. I see she goes all the time. Just had a great workout. Okay. She's done this a few times this week. She does go pretty regularly. Okay. You don't need to brag and boast about what you do or get too carried away in words. They're going to see your actions. Men are watching your actions just as much as you're watching theirs. So just kind of, slowly unlayer yourself. Any guy that's dating me is going to see that I have a great relationship with my daughter. I can say that on the first date or the second or third date. They're going to see it over time. They're going to see that we text each other. We stay on top of things. We communicate often. She knows where I am. I know where she's at. We've had each other's back all this time as a single mom for the last 15 years. And it just shows. When she walks in the door, you're going to see how we react to one another. You're going to see it in, social media. You're going to see that we really are close. I don't have to keep preaching it. You're going to watch and see. It will reveal itself over time. If I share that my family matters to me, you're going to see that over time. When I say, oh, I was on the phone with mom for 3 hours last night. Okay, she does have that kind of relationship with her mother. I'm talking to my sister right now, or we're going to do a video chat. We're talking about her website, and this is my real life stuff. They're going to see it. It's apparent. They're watching your Facebooks or social media, Instagram, whatever. They see what you do, what you like, what you enjoy, what you reshare or repost. They're going to see it. They're going to get it a little bit over time. Don't be so closed up that they don't get to see you, because how can they fall in love with you if you're in a box with the bolt on top, like lockdown? And I know and I get it because I've been that girl and I still work on it. Far from perfect. That's very guarded, especially in the beginning. I've been hurt many times, have been taken advantage of a few times here and there too, thinking and assuming everyone's genuine like myself, or a real person, so to speak, as in what you see is what you get. I don't lie. I share who I am. I'm authentic. And not everybody else is, and you kind of learn that the hard way, unfortunately. So, ladies, what should we do when a guy starts to kind of do their version of flirting, the sexual innuendos, the that's what she said comments, and the goofiness back and forth? If it turns you off, don't tolerate it. If it bothers you, don't tolerate it. If it's funny for you, fine. If their jokes seem to be putting you down, or if their playfulness makes you feel less than, or you're poked at. And yes, guys love to tease girls they like. That's a given. But it can go too far, where you starts to feel like, look, I was teased a lot as a child by my older brother. I don't need a boyfriend like that. And that's me clearly stating my own past history. Like, I'm good. I feel like I have to constantly defend myself, even if you're kidding. And it gets old, the constant teasing, especially if there's not a balance of compliments in there. Compliments plus teasing. If there's a bit nice balance, it's not so bad, but it gets old. And if you don't like it, say something. Stick up for yourself. If they send you photos or ask you questions, such as, I know you're getting ready, send me a photo. Okay. And if It's a photo of you fully dressed, curling your hair, whatever it is you're doing to get ready. And then they say, "Oh, but without the top, that would be better." Or if they kind of hint, share with me nude photos, or start to go a little too, and this is all early on. This is a hell no early on. Big flat hell no. Men, I know you're listening. This is a no-no. It's a big turn off. Do not expect boyfriend, I guess, tips or boyfriend status when you're still just flirting back and forth. You're just getting to know each other. You are not my boyfriend. We are not in a relationship yet. You do not get those benefits. You have to earn those. You got to earn your way to that. And I know there's a lot of girls out there that will give it away for free and don't care and need that validation from you. But that does not speak for the rest of us that have worked on ourselves and don't need outside or external validation to feel amazing about themselves. The girls that have done my self-work, self-love and self-honoring techniques don't need validation from anybody ever. They know in their heart who they are, and they know they're a child of the king. So that's just extra. Your compliments are just extra. So if a guy is overstepping those boundaries, speak up, women. Please don't just ghost them. State your reasoning. Because ghosting's the coward way of not, just that's your way of avoiding conflict and not approaching them. Ghosting them is cheating. It's a coward's way of, and I can be just as guilty. I never said I did not ghost somebody ever, but like if it's after a date or two, just not feeling it, sometimes they go by the wayside and you just let it happen. But a real strong, confident person will say, thank you for your time, but I just think we have different values maybe, or we're going in two different directions. I wish you the best of luck on your dating ventures, and let part ways classy with some class, right? Or again, instead of avoiding the conflict, tell them, I'm sorry, I think you have me confused with a long-term relationship kind of girlfriend, or my future self with you, because all of a sudden when did we get to where we're in a relationship and you're asking me about sexual positions that I like, or jumping ahead. I feel like you kind of jumped to step 7 and we're like still on step 1. You can make it funny and playful. You don't have to beat the guy over his head, because this might have worked with the last chick and he's just using the same technique, thinking and hoping it would work with you. Instead, just give him kind of a lighthearted, I'm so sorry, I think you have me confused. I think I got this from Matthew Hussey. He's awesome. I think you have me confused with my future self with you, or our future together if we continue to date. Like something about this conversation sounds like if we were already in a relationship and having sex, that you would ask that question. So just be lighthearted about it, be playful, kind of joke like, whoa, dude, slow down. Like, stop the bus, dude. You're totally on like step 7 and I'm still on step 1. That's not appropriate. We haven't even gone there yet. And you're asking for certain boyfriend benefits and boyfriend perks. And you're not my boyfriend yet. Kind of remind him where he is in your life. Where are you at on this timeline of dating? In a nice way. There's a nice, fun way to do it. Also kind of going in that direction. And if you want to talk about it versus text about it, I'm always going to give you a thumbs up on that direction because it's way more better. It's more classy. It's going to give more clarity. It's going to be a better communication process and more. So again, stand up for yourself, because guys don't have as money. Well, they're out there, but I feel like everyone's coaching the women these days, especially in the relationship field. I know they're out there, but there's not a lot of relationship coaches that coach for men, or their audience isn't just men and they're not seem to be speaking to just men. Instead, we're always getting coached as females how to work around the guy. Like he doesn't get to change, but I have to morph who I am into a pretzel to appease him. And let me know, in the comments if that's your same feelings too. Like, why are we appeasing the almighty man? Just bow to him and conform to him. Haven't we been doing that for years, decades, centuries? Yes, we have been, girls. It's time to stand up and let them know they need to work on themselves too. I'm a big advocate. In fact, I I can't remember if it's my dating profile now, which is irrelevant, but I do suggest that I'm a personal development junkie, a self-growth junkie. I prefer my partner to always and also be working on himself too, because it's just you're going to outgrow your partner if you don't already come into it already outgrown. Like I don't know. I just get stumbled and kind of tongue tied around this topic because good luck catching up because I've been working on myself for decades and I will continue to. I'm always going to be a work in progress, and to find a guy that can also meet you where you're at or at least be in a work in progress motion, I can take that any day, all day. As long as you're working on yourself, I'm in. But as soon as you think you're all good, quote unquote, I'm out because I'm going to pass you up if I haven't already. So I just want you to kind of lean into these techniques, how they make you feel. Embrace your own version of flirting. Have fun with it. Sometimes it's just look at the shoes I wore to work today. Like these are fun. It's the little things. I chose to go with the red nail polish today on my toes and just like the cute things you do. How do you like this top? I think you mentioned you like me in hot pink. I'm going to be wearing that tonight. I didn't say it was going to be a top, a dress. It could be panties, just leave enough mystery. Always talk about your feelings. And again, don't text him back right away. Give him a beat. It's kind of annoying. Then it's a true game of tennis or ping pong. Back, forth, back, forth, back. It's just, drives me bonkers. Give him a beat to think about it. And text them back. And before you do, girls, take a breath. Because I have to remind myself this. Take a breath. Feel your body. Get into your feminine. Get out of your head for a minute. You might be. And I know if he's getting you at work, you're going to get me in my headspace. You're going to get me in my mind. I'm going to be thinking, what do we need? What do I need to go? I'm answering this email. Okay, this strategy. I've only got 2 more hours before I get this thing done in time for a call or a presentation or whatever's happening in my professional world. And they might get me in that zone. Same with my daughter and anybody else reaching out at the time. And I will bite back. And I don't mean to bite back, but it looks that way because it's short and curt, cold almost texting. Like, yes, I said da 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 da. Send. Because I'm just trying to, again, get the message across fast. Instead, take a beat. Take a breath. Feel your breath. Put your hand on your heart if you have to just kind of like, okay. And I'm doing it right now. I know you can't see me. Hand on my heart. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Ooh, okay. I'm a girl. I can feel myself. I'm a female. I've got a soft spot and I'm touching it right now. It's my heart. It's my kindness. It's my generosity. It's my best attribute, I have to admit. And okay, now I can pick up the phone and respond with love, a little more warmth. Unless they're an empath like me, I can feel sometimes that energy from the person texting me. I shouldn't say sometimes, almost always. I can feel their energy. So that can come across. And again, they could take it the wrong way. But again, your job's just to present who you are. You can't always assume how they're going to take things. That's on them. And that's on everybody. You can't be responsible for how people react, but you can give it your best effort. Okay. So take these little fun tips, suggestions, videos, pictures, girls. Pictures don't have to be nasty. You can just be simple. This is me first thing with a smile, curled up in bed with my pillows. Life is good. And that's it. It doesn't have to be here I am, full frontal. They know you've got them, girls. They know they don't need to see them. Not yet. Leave some mystery. Let them get to know your heart before you even share your body, ever. Let them fall in love with your heart first. That is going to create a beautiful baseline friendship that will last into hopefully a long-term beautiful relationship for all of you. So big hugs, big love. Join me in part 5 where I talk about relationship red flags and how to spot the crazies. That is a fun episode all by itself. Big hugs, big love. See you on the next episode.
Hi there, friend. If you enjoyed this episode, do me a favor and double check that you're subscribed or following. And if you've got a quick 30 seconds, it would mean the world to me if you could leave me a 5-star review and share what you specifically liked about this episode.